thought it would be fun to do a little day in the life of a nurse today. So I'll just be walking you through my routine of what I do to get ready for work, and then later on the video I will explain what I actually do at work and a little bit of what it's been like for me as a new grad. So I work night shift. So the night before I start my first of 3, I usually try and stay up as late as possible just so that I can sleep in as late as I can. By nights 2 and 3, I don't have any trouble sleeping because I'm exhausted, so I can sleep during the day just fine. I usually sleep until 4 p.m. every day. My work starts at 7 p.m. and I leave for work at 6:30 because I don't live too far away from where I work. But I like to sleep till 4 just so that I have a little bit of time to myself to relax, to calm my nerves before work, and eat some breakfast, drink some coffee, just take some time for myself. I'll be honest with you, I do not work out or anything like that before work. I don't really do much on work days because I know that I have a long night ahead of me and I'm probably working the next day. So I just really like to relax, and I don't want to do anything that's going to make me even more tired than I already am. The only reason I'm really taking the time to film this today is because, one, I've been wanting to do it for a while now, but every time I try to do it, I'm always exhausted and I just don't have the energy to do it. But this week, my schedule is kind of all over the place. Like I said before, I work nights and I work 3 shifts in a row, but this week my schedule is kind of all over the place. So I already worked my first 2 shifts earlier this week, and I had a day off before tonight. So I'm working tonight and then I don't work the next night. So kind of weird. So I thought tonight would be the perfect night to film because I don't have to go to work the next day and I didn't work the night before. So I'm not like super tired. So yeah, right now I'm just gonna eat my breakfast. I made porridge like usual. And I'm gonna drink my coffee and I'm just gonna take some time to relax and think some positive thoughts, and then later on I will get ready and show you the rest of my routine. I wanted to show you all my little coffee cup. It says nurses call the shots on the back, and then on the front it has a little scrub top with a stethoscope. I think it's really cute. I know it's like kind of corny and cheesy, but I like it. Now I'm gonna show you my makeup routine. I'm gonna get my scrubs on, put my hair up, and kind of show you all of that.
You may think that I know too much, but no, it's never too much. Because when push comes to shove, girl, just trust I won't get.
So I don't usually do my makeup before work, but I have some extra time, so I'm actually gonna do it today. So I'll just show you my little makeup routine. It's just a natural look. I'm just doing my eyebrows and some mascara and maybe putting some concealer by my eyes.
The world's been going crazy and I gon' need somebody to turn. Saltine and ginger ale, that shit will never fail. I keep it tucked on my body cause I don't feel well. Girl, tell me something else. Saltine and ginger ale, that shit will never fail. And you may think that I know too much, but no, it's never too much. Because when push comes to shove, girl, just trust I won't get sick of us. Hold up, shimmer, comfort queen, my squeezing.
So that is basically it. I'm not gonna do any like chapstick or lip gloss or anything because I'm wearing a mask for most of the shift, so I don't have to do anything for down here. I just wanted to put some mascara on and do my eyebrows, and just when I look good, I feel good, and then usually I have a good shift. Now I'm just gonna show you what I put in my book bag to take to work. So usually I pack a lunch, but tonight we're all kind of bringing in some food because one of our nurses is retiring. So I'm bringing in like a coffee cake that I got from Martin's. And I am gonna bring a snack. I like to eat these Kind bars, the nut butter. It's delicious. So I'll just put that usually in my front pocket here. And then I always take a water bottle because it's really important to stay hydrated during these long shifts. So that'll just go in this pocket here. And then of course I have a double shot energy Starbucks drink because I get super tired throughout my shift, and so there's times when I just need a little bit of a boost. So that'll just go in this pocket over here. And then inside here, I'll usually put my lunch box when I'm taking a lunch, and I have my stethoscope and my wallet. All right, so now I am ready to head to work. All right, I just got to work. Sorry, it's a little dark in here. I'm in the parking garage. So I usually like to get here at least 5 minutes early, before I go in at least, so that I can sit and relax in the car. I usually have to say a little prayer that my shift goes well and do some positive talk. You know, I tell myself like it's gonna be a good shift, I can do this, things like that. So I'm about to head in, and obviously I can't show you guys the inside of my work and, you know, actually show you what I do. But later in this video, I will talk about what I do during my shifts and kind of explain more to you guys. So I will see you guys in 12 hours.
One eternity later.
Well, good morning, guys. My shift is finally over. It really wasn't too bad of a shift. When I first came in though, I was super anxious and like my stomach was, I felt like really nauseous, and I don't know why, I was just really anxious. But as the night went on, I started to calm down more, and I realized, okay, this is a fine assignment and my patients are nice, so it's gonna be an okay shift. And it ended up being a good shift. So I'm really thankful for that. So now I'm gonna go home and sleep because I'm really tired. Hello everyone, it is the next day. So now I'm just going to talk to you guys about what I kind of do during my shifts. I'm going to kind of go through, you know, the beginning of the shift all the way to the end, and the different kind of things I do throughout my shift, my requirements that I have to get done before each shift, kind of stuff like that. And then I will let you guys know what it's been like for me as a new grad. All right, so when I get to the hospital, the first thing I do is I look at the board in our break room and I see who my patients are. In critical care, we get 2 patients. So then I go onto the unit, and the nurse who had my patients last, I go up to them and I get report. So report in critical care is very thorough. We go through their entire history, what brought them in, and then we go through each body system in a lot of detail. So for the head to toe part of our report, it's very detailed. We go through every single body system. So for example, we start with like neuro. So we'll go through pupil size. Are they brisk or sluggish? We go through, are they alert and oriented? Do they follow commands? Have they had any pain throughout the shift? What do you give them for the pain? Has it helped? What's their temperature been like? Have they had a fever? Have they been afebrile? So yeah, we do that for every single body system. After getting a report, I then log onto the computer and I go through each of my patients' charts. I look over their medications that I have to give them for the shift. I look over their orders just to see if there's anything ordered for the night or anything that I need to pay attention to. I also look at their labs to see if any of their labs were abnormal, if anything needs replaced that wasn't replaced during day shift. Once all of that is finished, I will then grab my patient's meds, head to their room. Then I will do an assessment. I will listen to their lung sounds, their heart, I'll feel their pulses, look at their pupils, do a neuro assessment, like ask them to squeeze my hand, wiggle their toes. There's also certain things that we are supposed to do every 2 hours, like turn the patient. If they're intubated, then we'll do oral care, and I will check their urine output, if they have a catheter. There are certain things that we do every 4 hours, like if they have tube feeds, I'll check the intake of the tube feeds. I'll check the intake on the IV pumps. Then throughout the night when I have time, I have to do all of my charting. Then there's certain things that night shift are required to do, like we get a daily weight on our patients. We give all of our patients a bath. We change the tube feed tubing. And if our patient is intubated and they're hooked up to suction, we change out all those canisters. So yeah, there's lots that we do. It can be really busy. It can be really stressful. But that is pretty much what I do throughout my night. Alright, so now I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about what my experience has been like as a new nurse. I want to be totally honest with you all because I know that social media can be really fake. A lot of people put out online that they have these perfect lives and they're happy all the time, and it's just not true. And I want to be honest with you all. So far, my experience as a new nurse has not been great at all. It has really been a challenge for me. Before all of this, I had anxiety pretty bad and I suffered from depression, but I think after starting my nursing career, my anxiety and depression have gotten a lot worse. I really wanted to go into critical care because I knew on this unit I would learn so much, and I really have. I've learned a lot, and that's one thing that I love about critical care, is that I'm always learning every day. But I've also realized that maybe critical care wasn't the right fit for me, especially as a new nurse. I know there are some other new nurses out there who go into critical care, they love it, and they're doing great. But for me, I just feel so anxious every time I'm there. I'm so worried about my patient's condition. I don't want anything bad to happen to them, and there's times when my patient will be doing just fine, but I cannot take my eyes off of their monitor because I'm so scared that something will change at any second. There's times that I can't eat lunch because I'm just so anxious and I feel nauseous, so I can't even eat. On the other side, there are shifts that I have when I'm just so busy. I'm running around like crazy. I barely have time to sit down and take a sip of water. There's shifts when I don't even get to eat because I have so much to do that I don't have time to sit down and eat. I don't know, it's just been really tough for me. Everyone on my unit is really nice and helpful, and they're doing the best they can to help me, but my unit is very short-staffed. It's just really disappointing because I worked so hard to be a nurse. I went through a lot during nursing school, and now that I am a nurse, I'm just not liking it at all. I love my patients. I love that I get to learn, but all of the things that I don't like about my job kind of outweigh the things that I do like. And during my orientation, I did a really good job of not bringing work home with me. You know, I would get home and just not think about work and focus on other things, but I can't do that anymore. I think because on orientation, I knew that I had somebody with me all the time. I wasn't so anxious, but now that I'm on my own, it's really terrifying to me. I know that I have my coworkers and I have people that I can go to with questions, but it's still really scary because I'm responsible. At the end of the day, I am responsible for these patients. Another thing that's been kind of a struggle with nursing is the 12-hour shifts. I worked 12-hour shifts as a tech, but it was tough even then. Like 12-hour shifts, it's a long day. And when I work 3 in a row, I really feel like for those 3 days, like I miss out on so much because I'm sleeping during the day. I get up and I go to work, and when I get home, I sleep. So like I just feel like I miss out on a lot. I barely get to ever see Paul when I'm working. So that's tough, and I just feel tired all the time. One of the things I was hoping as a nurse is I would get a consistent schedule. You know, a lot of people think like, oh, you only work 3 shifts a week, like that must be really nice. But I mean, when you're working 12 and a half hours for every shift, it's a lot. And because I'm a new grad, I have education days, so I have like a 6 to 8 hour education day, and then after that I work 3 12-hour shifts in a row. So that can be a lot. And you know, I was hoping for a consistent schedule where I would work every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. That's not the case. I'm like, there's days where I'll work like Monday, Tuesday, off Wednesday, back Thursday, off Friday, then I work Saturday, Sunday. And so it's just all over the place. And it's especially hard with night shift because my sleep schedule is just awful. I don't know, I really want to find a job that I love and that I'm passionate about, and I thought that that would be critical care. And it turns out it's just not. You know, I was hoping that eventually I would start to feel less anxious or less depressed about the fact that I have to go to work, but it hasn't happened, and I've gotten to the point where I just don't want to feel like this anymore. I see other nurses out there who love their jobs, and you know, I think there's so many ways you can go in nursing, and so I think I just haven't found the type of nursing that I love. I'm hoping I find it soon. We will see. I'll definitely keep you guys updated on, you know, how nursing is going, if I end up getting a new nursing job, if I stay with critical care and things get better. I will keep you all updated. Another place that you can stay up to date with what's going on in my life is my Instagram. I post stories about nursing and my life in general on there, so feel free to give me a follow. It's Kelsey with 2Y's.Ryan. And if you ever want to chat with me about nursing or any job really, that you're kind of feeling exactly how I'm feeling and just really want somebody to talk to and get out everything that you've been thinking, feel free to message me on Instagram and I'd love to chat with you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more. Thanks. Bye.